Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm about to have story time with my possum friend Opie. Would you join us? Opie says hi to all of you out there. Do you like kids? He's a little shy, so he just talks to me. Oh, you like stories too? I do too. Do you? We are reading stories from the Bible. This is called Bible Stories in 5 Minutes by B&H Group. We have a really exciting story today. It's one of my favorites, actually. It's the story of a dreamer, and it's from the book of Genesis in the Bible, chapters 37 through 50. This is the story of a man named Joseph and how God used the evil plans of some to save the lives of many people. Doesn't that sound exciting? Yes. All right, Opie, you gotta help me here, okay? There you go. You help hold on. All right, here we go. Long, long ago, there lived a man named Jacob who had 12 sons. That's a lot. But he loved his son Joseph best of all and gave him a beautiful robe of many colors. This made Joseph's brothers hate him. Oh dear. Sometime later, Joseph dreamed that he and his brothers were gathering bundles of grain. Suddenly, Joseph's bundle stood straight up while all the others bowed down to him. When Joseph told his brothers about the dream, they said, "What, do you really think we'll bow down to you?" And then they hated him even more. Yeah, that's not so good, huh? One day, Jacob, the dad, sent Joseph to check on his brothers who were in the fields with their flocks. The brothers saw him coming, and they planned a way to kill him. But one brother said, "No, don't kill him. Throw him into this pit instead." So the brothers did just that. Oh, poor Joseph, huh? When a caravan of Ishmaelites passed by on their way to Egypt, the brothers sold Joseph to them as a slave. Then they dipped his beautiful robe in animal blood and gave it to their father when they got home. Jacob thought a wild animal had killed his son, and he was so sad. No, that's not good. And poor Joseph. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken to Egypt far away and sold to a man named Potiphar. But God was with Joseph, even far from home, and blessed him in everything he did. Potiphar saw this and put him in charge of his whole household. Yes, that is better. When Potiphar's wife wanted Joseph to betray his master and kiss her, Joseph said no. So she told a terrible lie about him, and Potiphar threw him in prison. But even in prison, God was with Joseph. And soon he was put in charge of all the other prisoners. Sometime later, Pharaoh, the king, became angry with his cupbearer and baker and put them in the prison too. There they both dreamed strange dreams. With God's help, Joseph explained their dreams. The cupbearer would go back to his job, but the baker would soon die. "Tell Pharaoh about me," Joseph begged the cupbearer. But when the cupbearer returned to Pharaoh's home, he forgot all about Joseph. Oh no, I know, that's not good. Poor Joseph. Oh goodness, so much going on, and yet God is with him. 2 long years later, Pharaoh also dreamed some strange dreams. 7 plump, healthy cows were eaten by 7 thin, ugly cows, and 7 thin heads of grain ate up 7 fat heads of grain. Those are some strange dreams. No one could tell Pharaoh what the dreams meant, but suddenly the cupbearer remembered Joseph and that God helped him to explain dreams. So they brought Joseph from the prison. With God's help, Joseph said, "Your dreams mean there will be 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine, no food. You should appoint a man to gather up all the extra food during the good years and then store it so Egypt won't starve during the famine." That's a good idea. Yes, it is. Pharaoh said, "You, Joseph, will be that man. You will be over all of Egypt. Only I will be greater than you." Wow, Joseph went from the prison to the palace. And God is still with him. During the 7 good years, Joseph stored up all the extra grain. When the famine years came, only Egypt had grain. People from every nation came to Joseph to buy food. Jacob even sent his sons to Egypt to buy grain, but the youngest son, Benjamin, didn't go. Jacob was afraid something might happen to his youngest son. Joseph's brothers came and they bowed down before him. Joseph knew who they were instantly, but they did not recognize him. Joseph pretended to be angry and called them spies. Then he threw them in prison so they would know what it feels like. After 3 days, Joseph kept one brother in prison and sent the rest back home. "Don't come back unless you bring your youngest brother with you," he said. "Then I will know that you aren't spies and you're telling me the truth." Oh yes, now they're the ones to have to worry about what's going to happen to them, aren't they? The brothers told their father all that had happened. Still, Jacob would not let Benjamin go. But soon the grain was gone, and he had no choice. If Benjamin did not go to Egypt, they would all starve. So once more the brothers went to see Joseph. But after their bags were filled with grain, Joseph secretly ordered that his own silver cup should be hidden in Benjamin's bag. He's going to test them. The next morning, the brothers set off, but they hadn't gotten far when Joseph's servant caught up to them. "Why have you stolen my master's cup?" he said. "We didn't steal anything," the brothers said, but the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. The brothers tore their clothes with sadness and returned to Joseph's house. There they fell to the ground before him and begged for mercy. Joseph could stand it no longer. "I am Joseph," he cried. The brothers were terrified. But Joseph said, "Don't be worried or angry with yourselves. God sent me ahead of you to keep you alive. Go back and bring my father and all your families here, and I will make sure you have plenty of food." Wow, he really forgave them. Joseph's brothers did as he said, and that is how the Hebrew people came to live in the land of Egypt. Joseph's brothers had planned to hurt him by selling him as a slave, but God took their evil plan and used it to save not only their lives, but many more lives as well. In the same way, the men who put Jesus on the cross had an evil plan, but God used their plan for the great good of all his people. We tell that story in another Megan and Friends video called How Jesus Saves His People, the Easter story, so you'll have to check it out. The Bible says we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God in Romans 8:28. So remember, God will always help you, even when life gets ugly, even when it's messy, even if there's a fight in your family, or you're far away from home, or you don't know what to do. Even when Joseph was in prison, God was with him and God helped him. We hope you'll come join us again soon for more story time and more Megan and Friends puppet videos. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.